Now this story that I'm hearing right now, unless they got some real news about this, they gonna have to do a lot of investigating on this because, and the fact that this Jane Doe, I don't like that Jane Doe stuff they starting to put out. For some reason, everybody else, they accusers' names get put out there, but this Jane Doe stuff that's associated with Tony Buzbee and Jay Z. But listen to this right here. Tony Buzbee is being accused of about a Jane Doe, which we don't know who she is. It could be a he, she, or anybody. They say it's a woman though. This is what People Magazine or People newspaper, whatever they call. This is what they're saying right now. Diddy and Jay Z's accusers, attorney, allegedly gave woman venereal disease. Lawsuit claims, but he says it's a conspiracy. He says this latest case, like the others, is frivolous, laughable, and ridiculous, and will be dismissed along like the others. Attorney Buzbee tells People. Tony Buzbee, the attorney representing several of Sean Diddy Combs and one of Jay-Z's sexual assault accusers, has been accused of giving a woman an undisclosed sexual transmitted infection in a new lawsuit. In response, Buzbee has called the lawsuit part of a conspiracy to discredit and intimidate him. The lawsuit was filed in New York Supreme Court on Thursday, which is today, December 19th, by a woman who identified herself as Jane Doe. That's weird. She alleged that she met Buzbee online in 2018. She claims the two had dinner and went to a show in Houston. It's hard for me to believe. I'm not playing sides on this because I don't know what's going on. It's hard for me to believe that a lawyer of his caliber is meeting randoms online, especially with his safety being in question. As far as he's a lawyer, he's working on cases, so some people get put away, they get sued or anything else. So you don't know who's the cousin of who. So for him to be meeting randoms online, in his case, I don't know. She alleged that they met online in 2018. She claimed the two had dinner and went to a show in Houston before Buzbee booked a room at a 5-star hotel, according to the filing reviewed by People. Doe alleged in court documents that the two had sexual intercourse, and Buzbee allegedly failed to tell her he had a venereal disease, and the disease is not disclosed in her filing. So we don't even know what it is. That's crazy. That's like somebody saying I got a cold or I'm sick, but they're not telling you if it's the flu or what. The accuser claims she started to feel uncomfortable sensations around her groin after their encounter and called her doctor after getting tested. Doe claims her doctor confirmed that she had a STD. She claims that when she told Buzbee about her diagnosis, he didn't appear shocked and allegedly apologized. Doe claimed Buzbee was aware he had the venereal disease, but asked her not to tell anyone about her testing positive. Buzbee allegedly then offered to give the woman free legal advice in exchange for her silence. Doe claims in her lawsuit that she allegedly continued to have sexual intercourse with Buzbee, following her diagnosis. So after she found out about all this, instead of going to the police or whatever, or filing the case then, or she didn't do anything. She kept dating him, allegedly. So if she says all this is happening, why are you still dating him after this? So if you dated him after this and you had no problem with it, what's going on? And the two often travel together to places like New York City, where Buzbee owns property, and Panama. During one New York trip, the woman said she and Buzbee were at a bar when Buzbee allegedly shoved a champagne flute in her face. Doe claims she has evidence of the champagne flu evidence via medical and dental records, along with a chipped tooth. Later in the lawsuit, Doe said she took Buzbee up on his offer and asked him to represent her in a 2001 divorce case. She alleges, okay, so this is a situation that Buzbee was talking about when he was talking about former clients being contacted and everything else. So he has evidence of all this. So this is gonna get real dangerous right now. Like the games that they playing with some fire right now. Cause he already put out information that former clients and everything else earlier this week. So this is gonna get real dangerous. This Doe lady who haven't put her name out yet, this is dangerous water she's talking about. She ain't put her name out there. So okay. She alleges while he was her attorney, Buzbee doctored medical records to make it look like Doe's estranged husband, not Buzbee, infected her with the venereal disease. You, huh? Doe claims that Buzbee then pressured her to settle the divorce quickly without discovery so that no one would learn Buzbee infected her and doctored the records. So you telling me, so she was with her husband 3 years after this encounter with Buzbee, so-called alleged encounter, and your husband didn't know anything about you being infected? That's where that gets shaky right there. Looks like a shakedown, allegedly. How your husband ain't know what was going on? Then you divorced him after cheating on him? So you cheated on your husband, got some, and then what? Then 3 years later divorced him? Huh? This is weird. This is a very weird story. Doe is suing Buzbee for illegal malpractice, violation of judiciary law, breach of fiduciary duty, fraudulent misrepresentation, and tortious interference. Buzbee has vehemently denied the allegations, telling people the lawsuit is frivolous, laughable, and ridiculous, and will be dismissed along with the others. Buzbee currently represents several people who have accused Combs of sexual assault. Early this month, one of Buzbee's clients named Diddy and Jay-Z in a lawsuit accusing the two of men of sexual assault on her in 2003. The woman said she was 13 at the time. Basically, he says the conspiracy to discredit me and intimidate me from pursuing claims in the Diddy litigation has become criminal. It now seems that every other day there is another false claim filed, all of which are being ginned up by individuals working on the behalf or in concert with Roc Nation. Buzbee added that this particular case has no factual merit whatsoever, and the attorney representing Doe demanded $20 million from him before filing and allegedly warning Buzbee he would trash his reputation if he didn't pay. We won't just sit back and allow this criminality to continue. We have reported this conduct to the relevant legal authorities, and we will be suing those behind this to put an end to this egregious behavior once and for all. Oh, man. So, what else? Let me see what else is going on. So, somebody says Mr. 1800 said, Mr. 1-800 said today that Roc Nation is criminally responsible for legal woes with ex-client's ex-lover who was accusing him of transmitting venereal diseases, assaulting, falsifying documents, and stealing client monies. No and no. God is behind that sunlight you keep referencing. We are not the source of every sunlight that you get, but Roc Nation sunshine is coming your way, Mr. 1-800. Shameful. They going after him. Hey, this is very serious right now. I'm gonna definitely post this, but this is a very serious matter. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.